Hello and welcome to the St Kilda and Bayside Report. It's March 2016 and my name's Gary Peer.
And I'm Jeremy Roses. Welcome viewers.
It's all happening in St Kilda and Bayside. It is the time of year where things are exciting, Jeremy.
Things are happening. Summer should theoretically be over by now, Gary, or thereabouts, but the warm weather just keeps rolling in.
The property market's hot,
yes.
The weather's hot, and isn't all the action around St Kilda hot? We've, of course, got the Grand Prix coming up this weekend.
This weekend, the Grand
Very
Prix down at Albert Park.
And we've also got in Catani Gardens, not far from there, the St Kilda Food Festival, Jeremy. So you can go down there and get your international cuisine from everywhere.
I think there's a band that plays there.
Oh, it's all happening.
There's got to be a guy with an accordion, surely.
Oh, it has to be, surely. What's a food festival without a guy with an accordion? And of course, we've just come out from the St Kilda Festival, which was last month. So it is an exciting time. No better place to be than St Kilda and Bayside. Long weekend behind us, Mr.
Long weekend
Roses.
done and dusted. Still open home, so we were still working, and there was still activity. Which
Good numbers.
Is exciting. Good numbers, yeah.
Good numbers of buyers around. The clearance rate so far this year?
We are well up there, Gary. Probably hovering a little bit over 90%, if not more.
I would say so. It's been very strong. The market has really started with a bang. Last time we recorded this, we weren't quite sure. There was no trend yet.
No.
It was just the start. We were like little kids just walking and finding our way around. But now we've found our way around and the market is indeed strong. So lots of news in real estate. Of course, the quoting prices are going to be changing a little bit.
Front page news there.
That's big news there. So we've got an underquoting case going on.
But we don't.
We don't.
The industry does.
The industry does. So that's going to be interesting. And we are going to be seeing some more regulation of quote prices, which I'm sure will only be better for the industry, although I'm not
consumers,
sure.
Gary, for the
I'm
consumers.
sure it's such a big problem, but anyway, it seems to be a lot of noise because I don't get a lot of flack about quoting price. I don't hear a lot of issues, but anyway, it is an issue.
Well, you wouldn't on your boat because you've got that. You don't have that satellite phone thing.
I don't. Well, I do just for television.
In the Bahamas.
No, I don't have the news though. Of course, just sport and other entertainment. Jeremy, that's just nonsense. Let's talk about what's going on.
Let's talk about some sales, Gary, because Feb was a big month for our agency, and there were some very key sales that we did review last month, which we should probably go over.
Talk a little bit about them.
We may as
last
well start.
Last month with Philip, weren't you?
I can't remember, Gary. I don't even remember what I had for breakfast.
You don't remember me not being here.
I remember missing you. I just don't know whether it was this one or the last one because I
have
abandonment issues, but I won't go into that.
Talk about the sales. Come on.
7 at 20 Tennyson Street in St Kilda, Gary. I had the privilege of doing that auction for Leon Guzenfitter, Jared Martin, and Ben Azer. In fact, Ben was away because he was getting married. So congrats to Ben.
Yeah, well done, Ben.
That was a great auction. We had a reserve of 600 and we flew past the reserve with some serious competitive bidding and sold for $660,000.
Well done. Nice result.
2 bed, 2 bath, great apartment and just opposite the gardens there as well.
Nice position.
Now, 2 Sycamore Grove, Gary.
Wow.
I think we did GPTV there a number of months ago. We did, I think you may have.
Yes.
This result, and I don't know if you were at that auction.
I was there.
I've
I
seen
found
the
my
footage.
way there to get through the crowd.
There would have been, 200, 300 people there?
I'm not sure if we've got any footage. If we have, we'll put it up on screen now because the numbers of people there were just phenomenal. What an exciting property and what an exciting result. The price is undisclosed, but
I think what we can say, Gary,
went for many hundreds of thousands of dollars above reserve.
And I think we can say that our reserve was somewhere 1,350, 1,400.
Okay.
And to say it smashed that would probably be underselling it.
Yes, it would be.
A great result.
Terrific success.
Well done
lots
to
of
Leo.
bidders and lots of people there. Massive crowd. Must be 150 or 200 people. That was big. What else is happening?
That same weekend, I was down at apartment 15 at 311 Carlisle Street, just opposite 7-Eleven there.
That was popular too.
Very popular. Well inspected. 2-bed, beautiful courtyard garden, and we had a
Jeremy.
very fiery auction. You're right. I
need to tell the features.
$625,000. 7 bidders on that property, Gary.
Fantastic.
Not long after that, we went to 4 at 17 Hughenden Road. In fact, we didn't go there because the auction was cancelled, Gary.
Oh, why is that?
I was freed up because Joel sold that before auction.
Went and sold it on you, just like that.
He did. 344 Inkerman Street. Another one of these single-fronted homes that had a renovation extension. Again, a cracking result there. Sold $1,550,000. That
was extraordinary.
Beautiful home.
Yeah, great result. Well over reserve and expectation.
Correct. I'm going to talk about a couple of auctions that didn't sell.
Okay.
Which means they are still available buyers. One of them is one of my favourites in St Kilda at Inverleith Court.
That's a good address.
It's a great address. It's a quiet little cul-de-sac street.
Not many people know about it. Where is it?
In St Kilda.
We know the suburb.
Just off Attley Street and Hughenden Road in that little pocket.
Yes.
Beautiful 3-level. What do we call a 3-level?
Tri-level.
Well, we'll call it a tri-level. A tri-level architecturally designed 2-bed plus study, 2-bathroom. Price to sell, I think, now at $879. So if you're a buyer for something like that, get down there. The reason we know it's well priced is because the same weekend that went to auction, a property we were selling, a double story, that's a 2-level,
Got it.
Also architecturally designed
Yes.
town residence there, sold before auction for 1,100,000, Unit 2 at 7 Marine Avenue in St Kilda.
So 879 makes sense.
Makes more than enough sense. It makes it actually great buying,
Call
good
that
value.
buy of the week, maybe.
We should have a
edition.
little buzzer, ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, why
Something
don't we do it?
floating across the screen. Buy of the week.
Grand sale, buy of the week. That's the one. What else?
Megalo.
What else is cooking?
Had a great auction for Nikki Janover.
Do you know what
and
Megalo
Max.
means, by the way?
Welcome, maybe.
Maybe. Go on. I'm not sure.
Was that a question, or it sounded a bit rhetorical, Gary?
No,
Most of your questions are rhetorical.
You think I'd know the answer because I was going to, demonstrate my brilliance, but I got no idea.
Yes, well, you've demonstrated your brilliance.
Nikki
and
Janover.
lack thereof. Nikki and Max were handling 2 at 37 Melby Avenue. This one was a fiery auction. It was
Right up next to Green Meadows Park, Jeremy.
right on the border of Green Meadows
I used to hover
Park.
around that park.
That's good to know.
As a
Hover.
child, okay?
Hover.
Just so you don't get any bad images. Yeah, as a kid, I used to, because my RIPPONLEA State School was right next door. And
I
that
thought
was my park.
back in those days it was sort of Cobb and Co. carts.
Yeah, it was.
That what
well,
was
the
that?
coach lamp's still there from
Surprised
that.
they had grass back then. Interesting.
No, well, they had grass, so they had things grazing there. I think. Go on. It was rural farmland of those days. Go
Excellent.
on.
Well, now it's bustling inner city real estate,
It
Gary.
is.
We had a 2-bedroom sell, and this price is phenomenal. I'm trying to get my head around it. $781,000. A beautiful apartment, beautifully renovated, 2-bed, lounge dining with a big courtyard garden with off-street parking for possibly 2 tandem. A huge result. So if
That
you
is
own
a
anything
massive,
like that,
massive price. So
Yeah.
yes, if you've got something like that, you're right. Come out and see us because we've got lots of underbidders
We
who
do.
would like to offer it to.
We certainly
Jeremy,
do.
that's
7
a good
bidders.
wrap. That's a good wrap of some sales, and that's an exciting one in particular. But the market has been good. Apartments have been strong last year. There was
Yeah.
a few cracks of period. I wasn't
We
so
thought it
sure
probably wasn't going to be
it was
as
going to be
strong.
so strong, but it has surprised us. It's,
It has.
It's just snuck up and bit it on the backside.
Thank you,
hasn't it,
Gary. I
Jeremy?
appreciate that you did it. You actually hit my bum at the same time.
Let's talk about what's coming up, Mr.
Before we
Roses.
talk about what's coming up,
Yeah.
well, this is part of what's coming up because we are here today filming from one of the best houses in East St Kilda, in my
Stunning.
opinion.
Yeah, stunning.
When I had the call from the vendors to come and have a look at this place, I was really excited because I've watched it transformed into this beautiful period home, and some pictures will come across the screen now. This is a beautiful home.
It is.
And congratulations really needs to go to the vendors who undertook a renovation and have had their family living here, and it is such a superb house and it flows perfectly. I should say the address.
Yes.
25 Attley Grove in the heart of St Kilda East. This is where you want to be from a location point of view, Gary, but the beach not far away.
How's
You've
all
got
the cafes in Glenira
this
Road?
bustling little shopping
We've got a
village.
new one that's it's called Mrs. Rubens or Miss Rubens.
Miss Rubens.
Miss Rubens, that's
Miss
very
Rubens,
good. Very
Spout.
good soup there, Spout.
RIPPONLEA wine, but that little
Hawk and Hunter.
awesome little place.
Yes.
So, but the house itself, Gary, this is superb. Your choice of 3, even 4 bedrooms, open plan living. We're here in the kitchen, and it flows perfectly out to this fabulous family room. This house goes to auction this weekend, Gary. In fact, it goes to auction on Sunday at 2:30. Quote range is 1,450 to 1,660, and we should get some interest toward the top end of the range there. A beautiful house. Come on down. Even if you don't want to buy it, just come and have a look through.
Check it
It's
out.
a beautiful home.
The coffee van might be here. You can enjoy that as
I think it will be, Gary. I think it will be.
What else is cooking on this weekend?
Well, this
or upcoming?
weekend, I'm lucky enough that Nikki has given me an auction to handle at Unit 6 at 229 Alma Road in St Kilda. This is just next to my old stomping ground, Gary.
is.
I lived a couple of doors down. In
It
fact,
is.
I live next door.
And as soon as you left, the value shot up around there.
They
Jeremy.
went through the
Yeah.
roof, Gary. 2-bed, 1-bath, open
Neighbourhood
plan.
improved significantly. With
Made
your
your
absence.
point, Gary. You've made your point. 6
Just
at
wanted to make sure,
229.
not
Yep,
too
yep.
subtle.
You're ramming the point
Yeah.
home now.
There we are.
Stainless steel kitchen. It's got the lot 4:30 to 4:80. Get down there Saturday at 11:30, and then shortly after that at 12:30, I'm going to head down to sunny St Kilda again.
Yep.
1 at 60 Carlisle Street. Daniel Mickmacher had the privilege of taking the buyers through their 1-bed, 1-bath, 370 to 410. Should get
When's
some
that being
solid
auctioned?
interest. That is going to auction the same day, the 19th at 12:30, Gary.
Fair enough. And I
Which
think
will
on
be good
Sunday
fun.
I'm going to be involved in a sale in Orrong Road. The auctioneer. I have been very involved in this incredible property. Now, if you are a lover of what Philip Kingston likes to call cubic architecture,
I think you'd better describe it as mid-century architecture, Gary.
mid-century cubism. I don't know all these
Yeah.
terms. I don't know if he just makes them up.
I'm
But
not
anyway,
sure you
this
have
is a
any
very
idea.
this is a home that was built in the 60s. I don't think it's ever been sold before, or certainly not for a long time. And it's beautifully situated on Orrong Road, and it's ripe. It's right for move in, rent out, renovate, develop, all sorts of subject to
Has it
approval.
got that very cool designer inbuilt timber furniture?
It has got some of that. It's got lots of features throughout, and I'm looking forward to that auction. It's been very popular.
And I
think
believe
it's
you've had
gonna
some
go
good
off.
interest around 1.3, maybe a bit, maybe a bit above
I've
that.
been the price guide around that level, and I think it's going to go off, Jeremy.
Well, that's at 12:30,
off like a
2:30
prawn in the sun.
in the hot sun,
Yeah.
Gary. So, I don't even know where to go from that, but it's a good line. It's
I
a great,
like it when you're lost
it's
for
a good
words.
line. Yeah.
Keep going. Let's move on.
Well, I'm not lost for words. I'm lost for appropriate words
Fair enough.
for this sort of
Yes.
TV show.
Because it's a family show.
Yes, it is. Especially my children watch it. At 12:30, you'll be auctioning that, and then we're going to be here at 25 Attley Grove at 2:30.
We've talked about this
The
already.
coffee will be brewing, the waters will be flowing. I think it will be a nice day, so come on down
And
to
we've
Attley
got
Grove.
RIPPONLEA across the road. We've got the bus as well. So good schools. A couple of other features you
Great schools.
failed to mention or omitted to, but I'm just going to bring them up.
I needed to leave something for you to say, Gary,
you.
because all you've been talking about is food and fish
it.
and markets and things.
Well, fish, I talk about.
Well, prawns are fish, if I'm not
Oh, you're
mistaken.
right. Yeah, you
Crustaceans,
did.
but they are fish.
You're right. You got me on that
Shall
one.
move on.
Let's do that.
It's the dementia's setting in. 27 at 250 Dandenong Road. No, the hearing is still okay, I believe, with you, Gary. It's strong in you, young man.
Yes.
One bed with balcony and car space.
Can we talk about the auction
and,
at Orrong Road, that house at Orrong Road?
Yep, we did, Gary.
And
we
what about
did.
this one? Let's talk about the one we're here now in Attley
We've
Grove.
done that, Gary.
Right, let's move on.
See
There you
those
go.
people that look like they're part of the film crew, but they're
Yes.
wearing white coats?
Yes.
As soon as we're done, you're going with them.
Oh, they're going to make me very comfortable, I'm
They
sure.
will, they will. The jacket's a bit tight. It's a bit constrictive, but
That's
you'll be
okay.
fine.
I'll get used to it.
27 at 250. Nikki Janover has given me, again, another privilege to
250, is there a
auction this.
street that it may be in?
I did say Dandenong
Yeah,
Road
okay,
previously, but there's the dementia setting in again. That's going to auction on the 2nd of April,
Yes.
Gary. 2nd of April at 10:30 a.m.
Yes.
300 to 330. Great entry level. Courtyard garden here that I think is almost, well, it's not exclusive, but it's just about exclusive. So if there's any lawyers out there...
You'd be an April Fool to miss out on that one, Jeremy.
Oh, Gary, you've been saving that up, haven't you? It
Absolutely.
only comes out, when it comes out once a year, it's a good year.
It's worth it. Then I just go away for the rest of the year and just work on my material again.
I really wish you'd start now with that little journey away. Michael Jonas, 2 at 134 Inkerman Street.
Yes.
This is a cool little spot here,
Is
just
Michael
across
Jonas
the
the
road
vendor?
from... No, Michael Jonas. Michael Jonas, it sounds like a... is there a musician?
Yeah, there is the Jonas Brothers or something.
Yeah, but Michael, anyway, he's not a
Michael
musician.
Bublé, Michael
Okay.
Bolton,
Michael
Michael Jackson. No? Okay,
Okay.
that's all I've got at the moment.
Unit 2, thank God for that. 134 Inkerman Road in St Kilda. Michael Jonas taking that one to
Michael
auction.
Jordan.
Michael Jonas,
Yeah.
2nd of April, 11:30. So straight after Dandenong Road, I'm going to come to Inkerman to see Michael Jonas. And then after that, I'm going to cross the road to the old St Kilda post office, which we have had a lot of success in selling. 205 at 109. Daniel Michmacher's doing the business there. 2 bed, 2 bath, 480 to 520. That's great buying. If you're an investor, buy that because it will just appreciate in value and the rent will just keep rolling in, Gary.
It will indeed.
6 at 332 Dandenong Road. The theme of Dandenong Road continues, Gary.
Dandenong Road's a beautiful leafy boulevard.
I like to call it Dandenong Boulevard, Gary.
Well, you should do that.
And I will, and I just have.
Go to council and try to see if you can get it renamed.
I'll try. I'll
Go
do my
to the
best.
Melbourne
I'll fight
Council.
the good fight
Go
for the
and see
Dandenong
John
people.
So at the Melbourne Council. Is he still there?
No, it's Doyle now.
It is.
Yeah, he wasn't very
Forgot
happy
about
on the
that.
weekend. 6 at
No,
332.
he wasn't.
This one, Limor and Joseph are selling. This is a
Yes.
great 2 bed, 2 bed, 1 bath, separate laundry.
I like John So. He was good, don't you think?
Fantastic, Gary. He was great.
He was our bro, was John So. Everybody liked him. He was popular. I don't know why he went out of office. But that Doyle, he's an interesting fellow. Let's keep going.
Well, Dandenong Road viewers, 2 bed, 1 bath, 1 car, Limor, 4 to 440.
Yes.
Great buying. We had it open on the weekend. Very well inspected, Gary. I think there were some 30 odd people there looking at that on the weekend.
Who's auctioning that one?
So while you were worried about John So,
Yes.
we were doing deals on Dandenong Road. Gav Phillips doing that auction.
Is he? He's got the honours, auction honours.
He has. A couple of other properties that are starting this weekend. One in Linnet Street in St Kilda.
Yep.
This is, in my opinion, probably the best entry level for St Kilda. This is a renovated 2 bed, freestanding weatherboard
It's a
in
good spot.
Linnet Street,
Yep.
just off Chapel, off Duke Street, near the library. Bustling spot there. That'll be probably somewhere between 700 and 800,000. Nikki Janover, the pleasure of escorting the buyers through there.
Yes.
And 4 at 3 Wande Grove, this is Wande Heights, Gary, where I have...
So you're the man there,
I've
aren't you?
almost exclusively sold that block a couple of times over. I love it there. It's a great block.
No other agent is allowed or welcome in that block to sell?
Well, they're certainly not welcome. Whether they're allowed or not, it's a whole other thing. Maybe John So could help us out, making that just my own zone.
He'd do well, John So.
He might.
Because he had that personality, engaging way about him.
He did have a very
Tell
engaging...
me, are we going to talk about this project now?
Yeah,
Sorry,
I was getting to that. 4 at 3 Wande Grove. Going to auction on the 9th at 1:30. 2-bed, 1 bath,
Do we have images
440 to
and photos
480.
and
Yeah,
stuff yet?
we've got it all.
Is
It's
it
probably
on the screen
flashing
now?
right
Right,
now, Gary.
good.
I want to talk about this project that we've been lucky enough to
wondering
get
whether
the
you're going
privilege
to.
of handling for the vendors who
Yes.
are very well reputed builders in
are.
the St Kilda Bayside area.
They know how to hit the spot with quality and cool, Jeremy.
They do. Now this one it has a name called RIPPONLEA Village.
Yep.
Now they start from $395,000. These
little as
floor
that?
yes,
Yes.
for a 1 bedroom, as low as that entry level.
Yep.
Great buying, Gary.
When will they be ready?
They're probably about 18 months away. So building will commence probably within the next 30 days, we
We're
believe.
talking about the corner of Glenira Road and Hoffman Street, is that correct?
Correct.
Very good.
RIPPONLEA Village, all of the fabulous surrounds that we've just spoken about.
Yep.
Miss Rubens,
Yes.
Spout, the RIPPONLEA Wine Bar, all within a short
And what
walk.
about the world famous cafe down there?
The world famous restaurant, Gattaca,
Something,
it's
Gattaca.
called, Gary.
It is.
The degustation menu. They have about 80 courses
Is it
there.
Gattaca? I don't think it is Gattaca.
Yeah, it's Attica, Gattaca.
Thank you.
Attica.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
one with dementia though.
I can't.
Go
Yes,
on.
well,
Funny,
maybe
isn't
you
it?
could get through 80 courses. I can't, so I've never been
No, I
there.
don't think it's about big food. It's about good food. Like,
Yeah.
and like the guy does incredible stuff there. It's a world famous restaurant. Jeremy.
Yeah.
Go on,
Yeah,
please.
have
Don't
you
let me
been there?
interrupt you. No, I haven't.
No, you haven't been there either.
No. Can't
Look
get
like you've been there.
in. No, we can't get in.
You can't get in?
No, I
What, the
just
door's
stopped.
not wide enough?
No, I didn't get past Macca's. That was it. I was on my way there. We got a burger and that was it.
You
Go
love
on.
your Maccas, don't you?
I do love my Mac, but I haven't eaten Mac's for about a year, which
Yeah.
is making me sad.
Yeah,
Go on.
you should put, it's probably not good for your endure. You probably
No.
need to eat it
I
to
do.
pick up your levels.
I think I should. It's good for
Having
your
withdrawal
memory.
symptoms.
Come on, talk about the project.
Anyway, that
We're
block,
getting off
RIPPONLEA
track.
Village, it's a ripper. We've been on it for a few months and already had some really key sales.
We
We're
have.
almost, I'd say we're close to 50% sold.
Yep.
And they are literally, I think last week we sold 3 or 4. They're walking out the door because they're great value.
They are good value, and it's
and
a
they're beautiful.
fantastic project. And all the way it's all been set up,
Little retail
the
precinct
security,
underneath.
the cafes, the restaurants, the transport, RIPPONLEA next door. It's McDonald's down the road.
Down the
everything
road.
you could possibly want.
Yeah.
But that is a real quality project, and there's a range. Of the 1 bedrooms right through to
Well,
very big apartments.
We don't like to talk about a range because we've got so many different price points that
Yeah.
you can reconfigure them too
That's what I'm
to
saying.
meet your needs.
Well, why would you not
Oh,
want
well,
to talk about a
we've
range?
made sales in excess of $1 million
People like
there.
choices and options.
They
Jeremy.
do,
Well,
they
they're
do.
going
and
to get them there.
I think it's interesting for the viewers to know also,
Yes.
you're right, you've made a valid point,
Thank
although
you.
you've kind of gone about it the wrong way, and
No, it's
I'll
okay.
straighten it up here for you,
Go on,
Gary.
straighten me
But
out.
there are apartments that you can put together here to
Yeah.
make them 3-bed, 2-bath.
And some people have done that.
They have.
Yeah.
People who I wouldn't have thought would be the typical buyers for
But
this.
there's a big mix of buyers.
Prestige apartments
Yeah.
there are now that are
There
in
are.
excess of $1 million, one,
Because they
2.
know it's a good position, and they know the developer
Correct.
is flexible and does a quality
And does
job.
quality work.
Yeah. So that's a beautiful
RIPPONLEA
project.
Village.
Yes, call Jeremy about that one because he's been very involved, very excited. And
Very.
between you and Rafi and our team,
Yes.
there've been a lot of sales happening. You're right.
So, Gary, that's a wrap of what we've
Yeah.
sold. That's a wrap of what we've got coming up.
Wrap of
You've
what
talked
we're
about
eating,
what you
a wrap
eat.
of the transport, a
Yeah.
wrap of the
We
everything.
haven't talked about our hair because our
No.
hair is
Oh,
it's a very
yours.
hotbed of activity. Our hair, it's looking a bit scruffy.
You got things growing in there. I think.
I'm not sure. I've been told I'm
Talk about
trying
crustaceans.
for
I think
a,
I've got some crustaceans
settle
coming
down,
in there at the
Gary.
moment.
Settle
Come on.
down. Someone said I look like James Hurd.
Yeah, on a bad day. When he slept
with
in.
not enough peptides,
Yeah,
maybe.
exactly right.
Yeah.
When, he just
Someone
lost
also-
when he lost his case, he looked like James Bird when he lost
Yeah,
his
someone
case.
told me you look like, what did you call yourself? The scourer that you can have on the end of, that black and white scourer that gets the pots and pans really clean with a bit of bleach.
Still, I say, Pat, I've got a bit of grey to show off my maturity expertise.
You know what I do love about the hair is the way that the forehead hair blends into the eyebrow hair.
You know,
so
you've got no
symbiotic.
You've got absolutely no position to. I mean, when Philip has a go at my hair, he's got like that whole military thing up. But you just look.
Yeah, but he's got red hair.
Dishevelled.
He's got red hair.
Well, that's it. He's,
I would
if you
take
had like-
this hair
Yeah.
over a red hair.
I think there's a lot of
That's
red
okay.
hair
I'm not.
viewers.
No, his red hair.
Yeah.
Not anybody else's red hair. Red hair's beautiful.
Just his, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Fair
just
enough.
Philip's red hair.
Very good. Well, we hope we haven't offended anybody with red hair because we love.
Well, it wouldn't be a show if we hadn't offended anybody,
that's
Gary.
true too. But that's a big wrap on the St Kilda and Bayside report. We just haven't really talked about real
We've
estate.
talked
the whole
a lot
time.
about real
We talked
estate.
about a lot of nonsense, but the market is strong. The volume of properties is
It's
probably not
down.
as high
It is
as
down.
and that's driving things in some ways.
It
But
is.
if you do want to sell, now's a good time. And there's some good offerings, enough out there to give buyers a good choice and some opportunities. So if you're looking to buy or sell, please call Jeremy, call me, call our team. We would love to help you. That's a big wrap. The St Kilda and Bayside report. We get back on track. And we look forward to seeing you next month in April, Jeremy.
Yes.
As we get more and more into...
Don't be a fool, Gary.
You're exactly right. You don't want to be doing that. We look forward to seeing you next time. I'm Gary.
I'm Jeremy. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.